I gotta think of how I'm gonna introduce this Jimbo.
It's Jamba Juice.
We only say Jawa juice here.
Ah, yes. It's not very good. You had it before.
Squeezed Jawa.
Not like their milk.
Oh, can you imagine milking a Jawa?
Their milk?
Oh,
You said that.
I forget what Jawa juice actually is. It's made of like... Okay, so it's not Jawa milk. It is bantha hides mashed with fermented grains. So there's no one out there milking Jawas. Just so I can set that straight.
It's like beer.
Yeah. But with hides of...
Yeah, that part's the weird.
It'd be like beef beer.
Like broth? Like leather beer.
Yeah, leather beer.
Ew.
But it's not milk.
It'd be a good scent, but not a good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, maybe bantha is a really good flavor.
Bantha skin?
Isn't that what Obi-Wan orders at Dexter's Diner? When the droid's like,
Yeah.
You want some Jawa juice?
Yeah.
He's like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was saying about Jawa milk. No one wants to milk a Jawa. Except maybe Pelly. Apparently she's into Jawas.
Makes sense. She's a weird one.
The lady from The Mandalorian.
Oh,
On Tatooine.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
She said that Jawas are furry.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that confirmed in the lore, or is that just like
Apparently. She confirmed it.
It is now.
I mean, she's the one that would know. She's been intimate with them.
Yikes.
But she probably doesn't milk them.
I'm not saying that. I've done it. Let's just move on.
All right. Welcome to Galaxy Found Podcast. I'm Brad. This is Ben, Spencer, and this is Olivia, our sister. Unfortunately. Anyways, we just got done watching this third episode of Skeleton Crew. We are going through all these episodes and then just giving our thoughts and reactions on what we just watched. So this is the third episode. So
spoilers?
Yes. Spoilers. What'd you think of it overall?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it had like a really good continuation of like the excitement that's like been building, like the momentum's still climbing, which is good.
Yeah.
I think the pace of it was good. Of course there's like a continuation of like great humor and funny moments, and yeah, I really liked it.
I honestly feel like it felt like Star Wars, but funny, like funny Star Wars. I also think that the momentum has gone up, but I feel like it's gone up even more. Like, it's just building really quickly, which is exciting to see.
It felt like this was more fast-paced.
Yeah.
A little bit more fast-paced, but like not too fast.
Yeah.
But with him, like, escaping with the kids, and then, like, you find out, like, oh, like, he actually is Captain Silva or whatever, and he's, like, actually trying to escape and probably get their treasure and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Up the stakes a little bit.
I mean, I kind of knew from the beginning that it was the guy. Because so like,
That was what I was talking about when we were texting.
yeah.
When they mentioned
Text
it was before it was before you watched our podcast episode. And you were talking about him.
Well, we were texting while I was watching your podcast.
Well, yeah, but my point is
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Captain Silvo
Yeah.
being Jude Law's character.
I
Yeah.
had inch that.
An inch?
Oh yeah, we discussed that last
An
week.
itch?
Yeah. That
We both were like, it's definitely the same
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
You were,
And I
you're
did
like, eh.
No, I had no idea. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, okay.
until
Yeah.
we said
Until
it.
you said it, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I said that to you, and you're like, just wait till you watch the podcast.
I didn't say it like that. I just meant like
That's how I read it.
I didn't want to. I didn't say those words. But you said you were watching it, and then I didn't want to just rehash what I was going to say in the podcast. So I was
Yeah.
like, just wait for the podcast because you can just listen to what I said there.
But anyway,
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Valid.
yeah. I think because like the main girl character, she's
Fine.
like, you're not a Jedi. You know, I don't think she said that, but like, are you really a Jedi? And then the other one with the like Star Trek glasses.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
She also is like, you're not a Jedi. So like, two of the kids know. I know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think 3 of the kids, like Neel, was also like, "Are you sure?"
He's a little skeptical.
But even at the end of this episode, like I still kind of don't think we officially know if he's like actually a true Jedi. Because he hasn't done anything like to
Well,
say that himself. Like his last word, well, it wasn't his last words, but like the moment in that episode where he does say like, I never actually said that.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like still keeping the mystery of it, of like, okay, well, who is he actually? Like, how does he have these powers? Like, is he actually a Jedi? Is he only just like a Force user? So
Yeah.
that's,
I mean, I'm still on the fence of the side of the fence that he's just a Force user.
yeah.
I think it's showing more and more towards that.
Yeah.
Because he only has the minimum requirements for using the Force, like
Mhm.
elementary skills.
Yeah. Well, when he did the whole like flipping the lights off, even though it could just be like a matter of like flipping a switch,
Yeah.
it could have been like he actually like turned them all off at the same time
Yeah,
himself.
that would have been cool.
But yeah, it's during the time when there isn't a Jedi Order
Yeah.
to take in Force sensitive kids. So if that doesn't happen, they're just going to grow up
Yeah.
using those powers. So
Exactly.
I think it makes the most sense. And for his character, like he's probably been using it to swindle people and trick people and all that kind of stuff his whole life. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
it's
is.
interesting.
It is just weird that like a pirate has force wielding. You know?
Why?
If he was on like or in like the Jedi Order as like a little baby and then grew up with just those little baby Jedi powers. Like it's just weird that if he was like making his way in the world, like why if he started out being good on like the Jedi side, why he went to piracy?
That's not how the Force works.
Well, no, but it's just like,
Because you can use the Force without being a Jedi.
well, yeah, but like he was being taught like Jedi are
Well, maybe we don't know that.
peacekeepers, but still, just
Who?
like
Who's being taught that?
baby Jedi. That-
Jude Law's character?
Yeah. If if what you were saying is true.
She's saying there's like two different options. So like two different possibilities of his origins. Either possibly he was a small child that was actually recruited by the Jedi and at least experienced the beginning parts of like training and understanding of like being good and using it for good and things like that.
Yeah.
Or he never experienced that and he's like, because he's a pirate, like he just uses his powers however he wants.
Yeah. Is that actually what you were saying?
Yes.
Because I didn't get that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you started out as a baby in the Jedi Order. You were taught, good things. And now he's using them to be a pirate, to murder people.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he was a Jedi, a baby Jedi, like, once the Jedi are gone, and if he survived, like, if someone didn't, like, take him in, or if somebody did take him in, and, like, it was, like, a group of pirates, like...
Yeah. Just happened to be that kind of crowd.
Yeah.
Or it just goes to show you, like, post-Republic life, like, what the world looks like without Jedi.
Yeah.
Well, you get a glimpse of that in Season 7 of the Clone Wars with Ahsoka after Order 66. And she's... No, or I guess...
It's Tales of the Jedi.
That too. But in Season 7, I guess before Order 66, when she's just a citizen.
Yeah, after she left.
Yeah. And she's fending for her life in the underworld.
Yeah.
Coruscant. And she's has to do some weird stuff with people and runs into the wrong crowd. And
yeah.
And that's pretty
But
close.
they didn't know that she was a Jedi till the end.
Well, no.
Or
But I feel like,
at some point
you
later.
know, it's kind of the same deal, post-Republic type of stuff that you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
I think that's different, though.
if the Jedi never existed, the Jedi Order never existed, this is what, like, the universes would be like, with people having the ability to use that power however they seemed fit. Like,
Like, they're just using it to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in his case, like, he's mixed in with pirates, and so he's using it to gain riches and swindle people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I really like that we're learning more and more about At Attin.
Yeah, that was the best part of it, I think.
And and like that whole like scene with, I don't know the character's name.
Kim.
Yeah, Kim.
The owl.
Yeah, the owl. The owl with fingers.
Yeah.
Claws.
Yeah, really cool.
Claws.
Really cool species. But I think it's cool that we're seeing them realize the stuff about their own planet.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing like how the rest of the world sees their planet, how it's like this
galaxy. But yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. The rest of the galaxy.
The other worlds.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the kids are even starting to figure out like what their world is, because like they're like, well, what do your parents do?
Yeah.
Analyzing what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a big conspiracy with the government of that planet. Because they keep saying just Republic.
Yeah.
Not New Republic.
Yeah.
And we know it's like an old Republic planet.
When they talk about their planet in the Republic, they don't even say the old Republic either. Whereas people outside that planet call it an old Republic planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that when you're in...
I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're closed off, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I feel like in the last 2 episodes for the premiere, you were answered questions, a lot of questions, by the end of episode 2. And you were given more questions, obviously. And then in this episode those questions were answered again,
Mhm.
and we're given even more questions.
Yeah, like what were the other planets that were destroyed?
Mm.
Yeah,
Said all of the other planets,
there were 5, I think,
something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
and At Attin was the last one.
It was the only one that wasn't destroyed. It was just hidden away.
Spooky stuff.
Like pretty big bombshell that they dropped there, and they didn't they didn't say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to say, like, Neel.
Goat.
Yeah.
He's the best character in all of Star Wars.
All of Star Wars. Yeah.
I think the directors know that
Oh yeah.
because they just you catch yourself watching him
Yeah.
in scenes that don't even have anything to do with him. He's in the background.
Yeah. But,
But
you know
there was
he's
like
gonna do
one
something.
point in one of the scenes where like something happened and you were like, Neil's trunk. And we were like, what were you looking at that for?
Yes, John. I think it was.
He like stepped in front of him and then like pushed him out a little way. And his trunk just went in. Yeah.
Or like when he walks in and he's snoring and it's
Yeah.
like Neil's
Yes,
just making like
snoring
an
was so
elephant
good.
snoring sound.
I love the scene where they're in the little pod going to their ship, and John puts down his gun, and then I think it was his gun, right?
Mhm.
And Neel just like tries to pick it up. He's like, his eyes got so big, and he didn't know what to do with it. Oh, that was so funny.
Or
Yeah.
the one scene where they're on the moon and
Yes.
he's like basically prefacing to them like, oh, Kim might stab us in the back.
Yeah.
Does everybody, understand? And everybody's just like a straight face and Neil's just in the back.
And he was like, they're gonna stab us. Oh, that was, yeah, so far like some of the best dialogue was in this episode.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah. I like the characters kind of taking like the driver's seat in this episode.
Yes.
Because up until this point, I've kind of felt like they've been like batted around just as like things are happening to them. And like things are still happening to them in this episode. But like right at the end of the episode, like they take the driver's seat and they're like, you work for us.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
cool.
they tried to take control. But as soon as they get back on the ship, he's like, I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Like telling them what to do.
Yeah, because they can't drive. the
Yeah, because
ship
they're
at all.
kids, like they can't do anything.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
And Neel just screams when
Yeah.
he gets caught.
Screams like a little girl. I love the part where they're like, he's like getting them into the turrets, and then like Fern's like reluctant to do it, and he's like,
Mhm.
just do it. And then they get to Wims, and he's like, he's so happy and just jumps right in. That would be me.
Yeah. For sure.
What is the girl with the glasses? What's her name?
KB.
KB. I think she's a cool character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't really had much to do, but
This episode.
in this episode, she
Mhm.
kind of came out a little bit.
Yeah.
She's
From her
she's
shell.
kind of playing detective.
Kind
Or
of.
she's starting to,
She's definitely suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More suspicious than the others.
and I feel like she's just gonna keep growing into that role
Yeah.
as much as she can, I guess. Plus, she's a cyborg, so she can.
Cyborg. I don't think
Basically-
she is.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
The cybernetics?
I don't know if it's cybernetics.
Hmm.
I feel like those can come off.
She did say like I did the calculations.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
she is. I don't know.
at the end, like her little thing over here, there was something connected to her so that
Mhm.
she could work like the
The
Ship thingy.
navigation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was controlling the computer through her
Yeah.
things.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but
But-
I don't know if it's like,
it was connected.
Attached
She's
to
a-
her anatomically.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like it is, but it might not be.
I mean, I've rarely seen that.
yeah.
We saw it in Book of Boba Fett with the mods.
Mm-hmm.
They like put that stuff in them, but and then Lobot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it would be cool if it was. Make
Mhm.
her a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know, because you can also see that she
What was that sound?
fixing myself. You can also see that she like cares about other people because she like went back to Kim and was like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Mm.
After like she had all
Mhm.
those things fall on her,
I mean, I think they all care for people, but
but she went back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's definitely the most suspicious. And she clearly didn't think that Kim was an actual threat,
Right.
I guess. But it's interesting that, like, they were shooting back at X-Wings,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, obviously they wouldn't know what an X-Wing was, but,
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
what if Wim finds out? Like, is he going to be upset that he was, like, shooting
Mhm.
the Republic,
And
basically?
he hit one?
Yeah, and he hit one.
Dang, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Because he was like all happy to be doing it, and you're like, oh, I got him. But if
But
he
it's
finds
Republic.
out it's the Republic, like,
Yeah, because they have no concept of like who actually is like good, who's
yeah, they have no idea what the current like power dynamic is in the galaxy.
yeah.
They didn't know about Alderaan. They're like, I think it's between Coruscant and Alderaan. And then Kim's like, oh, you didn't hear about the war, huh?
What war?
Like, what war?
Yeah, they might even not know about the Empire. Oh,
I would
my
assume not.
guess. Yeah.
If they've been closed off since the Old Republic, like,
Yeah.
they missed a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
The whole Skywalker family.
Yeah, like, could be thousands of years. It would have to be over 1,000.
Yeah.
It depends when they closed off At Attin, I guess.
Well, if it's Old Republic,
Yeah.
High Republic was 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
up until about whenever the Acolyte takes place. So yeah, that's just the most intriguing thing. Like, I just want to know more about the planet. Like, that's the thing I want to know more about.
Mm-hmm.
It's also
most.
crazy how many generations has gone through that, like, closed off planet to where they probably don't even know anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
just normal
they have no
to them.
idea.
Yeah.
Whatever they're taught, like, that's why, like, what he knows about the Jedi, like, he's not going to know what happened during the Clone Wars and Order 66 and all that stuff. Like, it's the old Jedi, like,
Yeah.
when they were at their peak and they were in their storybooks shown as, like, the ultimate heroes and stuff.
Yeah.
I was impressed by when the fuel line came off and then it destroyed everything. I was not expecting them to show all of that destruction.
Yeah.
That would have been a really expensive shot. That wasn't really necessary, but it looked really good.
I feel like that
Yeah.
whole scene was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having that guy, I think his name is Brutus or something like that, which is hilarious.
The werewolf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just stood there and like things were like crashing right in front of him
Mhm.
and he didn't flinch at all.
Yeah, he's cool. I think the other scene that was pretty cool was when they're taking off from the moon. And he dusts them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So cool.
I
Yeah.
love that.
That was, I feel like that is probably an Easter egg or a callback to some other movie, some other space movie. It's gotta be. 'Cause
Another space movie?
I don't
know if it's
non-Star
space.
Wars?
it's non-Star
Probably
Wars. Yeah.
not space movie, but it seems like it may have happened in like some other, like, in my mind I'm thinking of like an airplane or something.
I mean, there is a scene in one of the newer Star Trek movies where they get into like an old Enterprise ship on another planet.
That's the third one, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they like go down the mountainside and like dust and dirt and everything is picking up. And then right at the last second, it like
What?
shoots off.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish that movie?
No, because we didn't.
Olivia.
I was tired that night.
Oh my gosh. We tried twice.
That's true.
What?
Yeah. pretty sure we tried to watch that movie twice.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I
by
think it's
dusting?
probably the worst of the three, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's bad by any means.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about
When-
to say that.
When he's like launching from the moon dust.
Yeah.
And he like purposely dusts the X-wings with the dust.
So like they can't see.
Yeah. And he just goes up.
See, I
And
don't
Wim and Fern were like, "Oh, I can't see a thing."
Oh.
think it was on
dust.
purpose.
Oh, definitely it was on purpose.
It seemed
You
like to be
think?
starting out as not on purpose, and then he's like, "Well, might as well." And then
Yeah.
because there was a
Maybe.
moment where he like lost control.
Yeah.
And it looked like they hit the crater and like the ship went down and he's like trying to pull him back up. Like I don't think, at least it didn't look like on their faces it was on
Yes,
purpose.
because the X-wing hit one of their engines.
And that's,
so that's
when Neel
when it went down.
screamed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I remember.
And
now.
then then Jod took control of the ship and then did that. Because
That's right,
Neel
yeah.
was in control of the
Neel
ship
was
when-
the one that did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, it was cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really cool.
I think that was my favorite scene. It was cool.
pretty.
Especially with that planet in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of like scenes where they had like things moving across that, and you've got that huge planet in the background. It's
yeah,
like a
when they're like
cool-looking
walking
planet.
and you see their silhouettes.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I wonder
yeah,
what planet
that was
is.
a cool shot. I also really like the shot of the X-wings like making a U-turn and going back across,
Hmm.
but you just see like the ships pan across, and like that planet is moving in the background. That was a cool shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know what planet that was?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't think he said.
He didn't, but
I
Unless
don't
we
even
missed
think he
it.
said the name of the moon either. Just
No, he just said her moon.
yeah.
Or I think he just said
yeah, her moon.
her moon.
But-
yeah, I mean, it looked like the planet was like a gas giant. So
Yeah.
which there aren't many of those.
I'm sure Star Wars Explain will tell us sometime this week.
I mean, if they don't say it, then probably won't know. But
I'm sure
but
you would use deductive reasoning. I mean,
like what they do in the episode,
yeah.
narrow it down to these 10,000.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
I don't know. It probably, if he doesn't find out, then it probably just doesn't matter. The moon just looked like our moon.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
kind of a boring asteroid sort of thing.
Yeah.
But my first thought was Polis Massa. There's been like a random one for it to be, but
That'd be cool.
you don't know what that is?
No.
What?
It's a planet in your favorite movie.
Polis Massa
Yeah.
in your favorite movie.
Episode 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's where. What was that?
I was showing my
Oh,
shirt.
they were like where Padme had the babies.
Polis Massa.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
What
where
are you
it's
trying
where
to
Luke
say?
and Leia were born.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
asteroid.
yeah. That would be a cool connection.
The reason we know the name of it is because it was in Battlefront.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Because I don't think they ever say it in the movie.
That map, it was
It's probably the worst map.
so frustrating to
Yeah.
play. It's so small, and it's literally just so straightforward.
Like corridors where it's
Yes.
just
You're just shooting down hallways.
yeah.
So boring.
But then you get to like one end and there's like this giant area.
Mm-hmm.
I have a specific memory where like we were playing.
We told you not to move.
Is it Heroes versus Villains?
Yeah.
Or maybe they call it something else in that game, but I just remember Palpatine being so OP in that map because the hallways, and he would just use his lightning and just get everyone in the hallway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gee.
Yeah. Or you'd get down to, if you weren't playing Heroes, then you would get down to like there's like 1 or 2 enemies left, and you don't know where they are,
yeah.
and they're in one of these random hallways, and so you'd like run down one hallway and try and figure out where they are, and then they're not in this hallway, so let's run down the other
And
hallway.
they're trying to do the same
Yes.
thing.
So you're like constantly just like, it's like
Yeah.
that scene in Scooby-Doo when they like run through doors
yeah.
and they're like passing each other
Yep.
and like,
Yeah. The Mustafar map was kind of like that too.
yeah.
You know that planet?
Mustafa.
Never heard of it.
Anyways, Easter eggs. Kind of talked about some of them. The B1 battle droid was a nice
That was cool.
thing because it was clearly like a real prop,
Oh yeah,
and you don't see that very often.
I love how his
I mean, I
head
think-
just pops off.
Yeah,
So funny.
trashiest droid. I this is an Easter egg, but the one that he turns to first, and its voice. I forget what he said, but it's like,
Hi, my name
"Hi." I hope whoever voiced that is an Easter egg. Like, I hope it's someone that we know, because that would be so funny if it was like a famous comedian or something like that.
Do we know who directed this episode?
Yeah, the same one that directed the last one,
Okay.
David Lowery.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did these two, and those are his only ones. And then the next one is someone else. I don't remember who.
Why do they have different directors for each episode?
Most TV shows do that.
It's a valid question.
Just to get different perspectives, and I don't know, like pretty much every TV show does that.
It's weird.
Like The Office does that.
yeah.
I was watching Shrinking, the new season of Shrinking last night, and I noticed that Zach Braff directed 2 episodes. And when you said that some of the people from Scrubs is in it, I was like, okay, of course he did.
Yeah.
They also had this is not a Shrinking podcast, but they had Kobe Smulders, who played Robin in How I Met Your Mother,
Mhm.
in the latest episode, which is like she was like in a scene with Jason Segel.
Mm.
So like
Yes.
seeing them interact, and
Yeah.
they're like, it seems like there's like a love interest there.
Oh,
This
interesting.
could be so weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that would be really
Like
weird.
the 2 characters that like never were like interested in each other or
Yeah.
like anything in the original show.
That
Like,
would be
now they're
weird.
going to be love interests. Weird. But I loved that. I was not expecting her to show up. And I also wasn't expecting Zach Braff to direct that episode. But yeah, it's like a common thing. It's like movies, like a lot of franchise movies get split up into different directors. Like Star Wars is a big example of that.
Yeah. Movies I can see because like there could be like years between films and
Yeah.
a lot of things may change and stuff. But episodes, I feel like for a show, especially one that only has 8 episodes, or I mean, the theme right now has been like short seasons.
Yeah, and
It
not so
seems-
much with Star Wars because they still go with short episodes for some reason, but like a lot of the shows on other platforms are like 45 minutes or longer, you know, like an hour long, like short movies basically. I mean, I agree, like there's some situations where they probably shouldn't have that many directors.
Yeah, because I feel like there's no consistency. Like you could have something that just is way off in like left field because that
Yeah.
director was like, let's try this.
Yeah, I think,
I mean, I'm sure they have some like guidelines from
yeah, I mean, there's always like the
producers and stuff.
showrunners that like
right.
make sure like this show has John Watts and Chris Ford and Filoni and Favreau
Yeah.
also, but they were the showrunners for Mandalorian too, and they had different directors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I do think
actually-
Mandalorian suffered from that
Yeah.
a little bit. Some episodes feel kind of completely different, but I wouldn't say different enough to where you would necessarily notice all the time, but
Yeah.
maybe.
Predictions?
I have to remember where they ended it.
They just jumped.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
They left the moon.
He has the coordinates.
They're going somewhere.
They didn't really like clarify that she actually found.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking is like, this isn't actually going to take him to
No.
At Attin.
Yeah.
but she jumped when he was like, "You're just stalling."
Yeah.
So I feel like she found something, and it could be maybe one of the planets
Ooh, that'd
got
be cool.
destroyed.
Mm.
That would be interesting.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Could be
Take
weird.
us to a destroyed planet. Ish.
Or the coordinates of it. Yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah.
The
I was thinking it was
remnants.
fake destroyed, but
Yeah.
That's true.
That would
Could
cool
be
too.
fake destroyed, like maybe the rest of them were hidden too. But yeah, my mind went to there's a planet in Knights of the Old Republic 2 called Paragus.
Yeah.
And it's like a mining planet that basically like a big chunk of it blew up because of like a mining incident. And then it's just like there's asteroids like floating out and it's like mostly still intact, but it's
Mhm.
like destroyed. And like you can go there.
Mm.
I mean, not in the game, but that concept would be really cool. Having like half destroyed planet,
Mm-hmm.
that would be like spooky.
Yeah.
yeah,
With chunks flying through the space.
yeah.
Chunks.
Planet chunks.
Planet chunks. Go to the chunky planet. Yeah, that would be really cool. But it would be interesting if they go there and they think it's the planet and then it's like one of the other planets instead or something. But I don't know how that's going to work. Like, is it going to be like Camino where like it was just stripped out of records?
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's just literally like the record's there, but the planet's not,
Mm-hmm.
like Alderaan.
I
Unless
think.
there's a
I mean,
way.
if we're talking like thousands of years of this planet like not existing, like it easily could be like it actually does exist, but it was like stripped from record, and so like literally, there's not anyone anywhere in the universe or the galaxy that like knows about it anymore.
Yeah.
My question is for this At Attin planet. When a ship goes there and finds that it's there, what happens to that ship?
Mhm.
I was thinking
they
that
get-
same thing.
Shot down? Do they? I don't know. There's something there that
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when he said that, but what are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking, like, does the barrier, like they said, oh, you can only see it at night. Like, you can see, like, the whatever, however they described it. But, like, people on the outside of the planet, like, what does the barrier look like? Can you see the
Mm.
barrier? Can you even see the planet?
So loud.
Same.
So, like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like, is it like a cloaking barrier?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, completely
But
invisible?
that's dangerous for, like, if
Yeah,
ships
just
were.
fly through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then maybe they do get shot down. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They just get shot down or like taken in and then disposed of.
Yeah.
But what if, like, people who are going through hyperspace, they come up against that planet?
Well, there's hyperspace lanes. Like if you
Yeah, the lanes would avoid that planet
Yeah.
because they were mapped probably when that planet was
well,
in records. Although, in the High Republic is when they were mapped.
yeah.
So
Well,
that was after.
they started
most of them.
mapping them in the Old Republic, but they weren't done
Yeah.
because we see that happening in the High Republic. So
This
that would
get
be really
crazy.
sad if like, go on vacation, honey. I'm gonna take this new route that I found. It seems perfectly clear.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Interesting.
That would have been a cool, not that situation, but like that being the cold open to the show
Oh,
of
yeah.
like, kind of like, well, I don't know. I was thinking of like Jurassic Park, the second one. It wasn't like the same situation, but like you see a result of the like
Oh,
the
yeah.
dinosaurs like on other islands or whatever.
Yep.
kind of that vibe where like there's a family that like comes across this planet, and what happens to them? Like they either get shot down or like they get taken in, like they disappear.
Yeah.
That would be the third one.
This is the second one when that family's on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Not the same situation, but like similar to
Yeah.
like setting up an outside like family or whatever, like discovering this plot device.
Yeah.
Would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
If it was a movie, they probably would have done that.
Oh, for sure, probably. I mean, that just like hooks you instantly.
Yeah. I mean, the cold open they had was
good.
great.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not complaining about the way they did it, but
Mhm.
and obviously I'm just speculating. So maybe it's not like that.
Yeah, I think next episode we'll find more about At Attin or just that storyline of like those planets
Yeah.
disappearing. I think they don't just like mention that once and then not come back to it.
Yeah. Do you think they will just go straight to the planet, or do you think they'll go to like a different one?
To At Attin?
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be a different place. I don't think the coordinates that were there were actually to At Attin.
Yeah.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
But so we're in
escaped
episode
pretty
3.
easily.
How many are left? There's 8 total or 10?
5. Yeah, 5 left.
Yeah. There's 8.
Okay.
Thought I saved that.
Yeah.
Picture.
I don't think we would actually get them back on At Attin until like
6.
yeah. So I think we're still like 3 episodes away from that. Because there's still stuff about At Attin with the parents that I think still need to be revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed like one clip of them just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. Because I think that's actually a storyline they'll pursue is them as citizens starting to kind of get a
Question.
hunch that something's not real about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a supervisor.
Yeah. The supervisor. That just made me think of Silo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So many things that remind me of Silo.
Yeah. No, that whole premise of being contained for generations and being taught is just the exact same thing that's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some kind of treasure or people, bad people hiding something. I don't know. So interesting.
Is anybody from that Silo show involved in this show at all?
Mm-mm.
Like writers, directors, anything?
No. No, that they have their shows airing right now too. Season 2 is airing right now.
Mm.
So I haven't watched it yet.
That might be my next show.
I'm waiting until there's like enough to watch to like binge it. But the next episode is directed by the Daniels. They did that movie Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, nice.
That won like tons of awards.
That was a good movie. Really
Yeah.
trippy, but it was good. Did you see it?
Mm-mm.
I saw clips of it just because it was in like all the awards
Mhm.
and like they kept showing clips and stuff. But yeah, I heard it was.
It's worth a
Amazing.
watch. It is like super engaging right away too.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't have a ton of experience. That's crazy. I guess it's as them as a pair.
Hmm.
And
Olivia's just like
I mean,
staring off into this.
I don't know the show or the people you're talking about. I kind of zoned out. I think that they are also not going to be going to At Attin. Is that-
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go to any of the other planets either because it doesn't seem like from the scene where they were with Kim that she actually found anything. So,
you don't think she found anything?
no. So I wonder if he just has like a empty coordinate thing. And they're just
What was the sentence that she said at the very end of the episode?
If I told you, like to the X-Wing guy,
Yeah. What did he ask? Where are they going?
he said,
Yeah.
yeah, where are they going? She's like,
you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
yeah. Like
Yeah, it's just like
what
you know,
you would have thought she would have said.
yeah, like you're not gonna think they're going to that planet.
But anyway, that's what I think.
So when the like yellow data card came up, you think it was just empty?
It just didn't seem like they had the coordinates for the other planets either.
Right.
So, does the card get pushed out when nothing's on it?
I don't know. It almost dinged like a microwave, like it was done. Or like a toaster or something.
Then
Like,
maybe.
Literally like
They
jumped
actually
up.
found the
Yeah,
coordinates.
it seemed like it found something.
Toaster strudel popped up.
Love a good toaster strudel.
I haven't had one in a long time.
They still slap.
They're hard to cook.
It's true.
That is very
It's
true.
like burning hot in your first bite, and then your second bite is ice.
Yeah.
You're like,
Frozen.
how is this even possible?
I love the ones that were like not the fruit inside,
Cinnamon.
like or like bacon and eggs. or, like-
Yes, the bacon and egg ones are
Oh.
good.
I
yeah,
haven't had one of those, but yeah.
They make those?
yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
those better because they were like hot pockets, but like toaster strudel.
Pockets
They
are
make
good, too.
breakfast hot pockets too.
Yeah, it was like that, but it's just like
Mhm.
a little bit different.
Yeah. With a strudel.
Strudel.
It's kind of like a little bit sweet. Kind of like eating pancakes with your eggs and bacon.
A McGriddle?
No, so the one strudels that were like fruit, they came with like the packet of icing.
Yeah.
Those ones didn't have that.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't sweet. It was just literally like a hot pocket, just in a strudel shape.
Okay.
Just the strudel.
Okay.
So it really wasn't strudel.
It still had the same outside,
Yeah.
like the flaky, like
Yeah.
Croissant.
Quah. Yeah, hot pockets were the same way. You would like put it in the microwave and it would be like scalding hot. And then you would bite into it and you're like, this is still cold in the middle. How?
I haven't. I've only had that once.
Well,
Do you follow the directions?
Yeah.
What? You put it in the microwave?
You put it in the sleeve
Well, yeah.
in the microwave.
Yeah.
in the
For the-
middle.
Yeah.
You put the sleeve in the middle.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
What do
until
you mean put the sleeve in the middle? You shove it into the hot pocket?
No, not the middle of the
No.
hot pocket, but like
The hot pocket goes in the middle of the sleeve.
yeah, like instead of putting the sleeve to where like you hold it, you
Yeah.
know, where it like has a little like thing you fold in.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You don't fold it until after it's out
Yeah.
of the microwave.
So you slide it in. You slide the hot pocket in,
To the sleeve.
Okay.
so the sleeve is like in the middle.
And it's
So it's supposed to make it cook
in the middle.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it says that.
So you don't put the strudel all the way into
no,
the sleeve?
you do.
I
No,
don't
the
do
hot pocket, not the strudel.
Well,
that.
yeah.
That's what I meant. That's what
Okay.
I meant.
Yeah, so it's a sleeve.
Yeah.
And the pocket is all the way in. You don't fold your sleeve how you would.
Like you
To
don't
eat
fold it as like a handle.
Fold it.
Yeah, you know how like you fold it,
Like on
so
the
then
bottom.
it's like at the bottom, and then you can like
Hold it.
hold the.
Yeah.
Hot pocket.
So if you don't do that until it's done.
I thought it was just like a little like notch at the end. It doesn't
Yeah.
affect it that much.
We have to cook the middle.
You put it in the middle because
Do you-
it helps cook the middle. Apparently,
You put what in the middle?
Okay,
pocket.
you take the hot pocket and both ends of the hot pocket are sticking out and the sleeve is completely around the hot pocket, but the ends are sticking out.
Ah.
yeah.
I see. Okay. I
What?
forgot that the sleeve was like you could slide the hot pocket all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's open on both ends.
Yeah.
Apparently, you're
Okay,
supposed to
okay.
do
You
that.
construct the sleeve yourself
Construct.
after
It's
you
like
cook
origami.
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I
after it's
forgot
cooked.
that it did that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
Apparently
I've-
that helps it cook the middle properly.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
know
like
that
The
until like I
foil
was.
thing?
It's
It's not
literally
foil, but
a double microwave.
Huh.
Like literally.
Like it
Literally.
keeps the heat around it.
yeah.
Okay.
It makes
Okay.
the waves bounce inside
Yeah.
instead of. It's weird.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I didn't know that
I didn't
until
know that either.
Who knew
Way
it
too
needed
late.
that much explaining?
until I never was able to eat a hot pocket ever again.
Take the hot pocket, put it in the sleeve.
So, anyways, almost was longer than the rest of the episode. Anything else about Skeleton Crew or Hot Pockets or strudels?
Hercules.
The cinnamon
Or
toaster strudels are pretty good too. You don't like cinnamon, but the
It's like a
rest of the
cinnamon
world
roll.
does.
Although I
Just-
had a really good cinnamon roll this week. It was from like a bakery here in Indy.
That the only time you'll ever eat cinnamon is if it's a cinnamon roll?
Yeah.
Valid.
No, it's not.
I mean, do you like pumpkin pie?
But that's not like a super cinnamon
No,
flavor.
but it's in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Pumpkin spice is a mix of different spices, but cinnamon is one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
And zero pumpkin.
Yeah. It's rigged. But
There's
I love
no
pie.
pumpkin in pumpkin spice.
Well, how do you make spice out of a pumpkin?
Don't.
So like a pumpkin spice
flakes.
latte that you would get from Starbucks?
Yeah.
Zero pumpkin.
Unless they put like,
Pumpkin in it.
There isn't.
well, the spice isn't. It's this.
Anyways, so that's that. We will be doing the rest of the episodes next week, the following week. Still not sure about the whole Christmas schedule
Yeah.
with how the episodes are Christmas and New Year's. Christmas Eve.
I'll be here.
Ow.
Whew.
Like Kim.
Yeah, now it's relevant.
Is that a brand new species?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Owls are always relevant.
I was a big fan.
Owl?
I think she was a cool character.
No.
Owl, I'm a big fan. That's not how it works.
I thought that's what he said.
That's what you said, basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be back next week.
Yep.
I'll be here.
She probably won't be here
He
ever
probably
again.
won't be here.
You are listening to Galaxy Bound Podcast. We do monthly episodes talking about all things Star Wars. This episode was part of a reaction series discussing episode 3 of Skeleton Crew as it aired. Our previous episode discussed the 2-episode premiere of the show, and next week we'll discuss episode 4. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe or follow us on whatever platform you are watching or listening from. It helps us grow and reach more people. You can follow us on social media on basically every platform out there at Galaxy Bound TV, or check out our website at galaxybound.tv for links to them all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.